6 in the morning, no, 7 in the morning, and it is still real dark outside, but I'm about to have a shower. Good morning. The sun is up now, which is nice. You can kind of see out here. I'm just, I went and laid back in bed, which I shouldn't have done because now I'm tired again, but that's fine. I'm just watching some YouTube, and I've got some dishes to do, but I'm gonna make some breakfast because I am starving. I've now been up for 3.5 hours. Let's make some breakfast.
I'm not feeling great this morning, but Kira's just made me breakfast. I'm so lucky. For those of you who are following along since our last vlog, I'm sure you'll also notice how much emptier this room is now. A lot less clutter. As Kira calls me, I'm a total grub.
Absolute grub.
This is what life is always like.
Breakfast in bed.
Well, I'm awake now, and breakfast was fantastic, but done. And Kira and I have a few things to do today, as I need to get some furniture put up online, as we're still in the process of selling everything before we move, and my head's feeling a bit better after some food, but I think I'm still a little dehydrated. Can you help me measure the bed?
Yeah.
My dad wants to know what the measurements for the bed are. So that we can, let's do your long way first. And it's about 74. And 53. Well, I had a nap today and I'm feeling 100% better, but having headaches and everything like that is pretty anxiety inducing. I'm sure it was a migraine because it's been raining this evening and I am really sensitive to air pressure changes, but it doesn't stop the fact that life in lockdown just has you anxious and worried about every ailment that you come across, being like the pandemic.
Yeah, every time we feel some sort of like tickle or we want to sneeze or anything, you constantly just think that it's COVID.
Like second guessing yourself.
On top of that, we found out that to travel to Australia right now, you need to get a negative COVID test before you...
72 hours before you fly.
Yeah. We're unsure whether that means 72 hours before our first flight or 72 hours before our final flight, which is just going to be...
Like, cuts the time in half.
at least. We're flying for 31 hours, so, or traveling for 31 hours, so it's cutting it close. Hopefully we can figure that out in the next couple of days. I definitely do understand why it's now a requirement. I just wish the time frame was a little bit longer.
Or at least that there's like some level of understanding that like once the process begins, like how are we supposed to get another test?
Yeah.
And those anxieties aren't made like any easier. That today we had gone on like the Fiji Airway website and we came across the fact that they've canceled now all flights up to February 28th.
Yeah. And we are set to fly on March 2nd.
So it's
So
like
it's real
cutting it
close.
real close.
We're a little bit worried that if anything else sort of happens and they have to extend that obviously we're the next ones on the chopping block. It's 2 days later, but we're trying to keep hopeful and hoping that in the sort of 6 weeks before then they can kind of get this back under wraps.
Other than that, it's just like life in a bag, selling furniture.
Yeah.
Like thankfully we're doing all right with that, but it's just life in limbo.
Yeah.
But as tough as times like this can be, and as tense as things can be, just remember to have something to always look forward to.
And why leave your dreams in a journal?